Lights out. Now hear who really rules the dark.
No neon mercy in his blackout room. Only bass in the air and the son of doom. Every step I take make the silence move like a king returning to reclaim his tomb. Floorboard shiver under combat pace. Shadow on my jaw, fire in my face. No crowd needed and it's time to place. I built up the throne out of pressure and hate. I came from corners where the hope was thin, where the cold got deep and the eyes boxed in. Now every beat sound like armored skin, and every breath I take feel dangerous again. No fake glow, no polished lies, only low and thunder and hunter eyes. You hear music, I hear a rise. A kingdom waking where the weak thing dies.
No halo, no savior, just heavy air and instinct.
Blackout kingdom, about your doubt. I turn dead rooms into war grounds loud. Every hit, make the shadows kneel. Every drop, let the hungry feel. Blackout kingdom, darkness mine. I was built where the weak decline. When the lights go dead, I come alive. That's the hour I was designed to thrive.
Cold sweat,
slide down the spine at night. Still I move with a predator sight. No cheap rage, just sharp and might. Every word I spit hit like a riot. They wanted fear, I gave them nerve. They wanted fall, I changed the curve. Every time I bled, I learned my worth. How I carry that storm like a second bird. Speakers growl and the roof gets low. Every kick drum cut like a heavy snow. No escape rope in this undertow. Only those with a ruthless engine go. I'm not here for applause or fame. I'm here to brand my mark and flame. Every loss I took got a name, and tonight everyone gets chained.
when the room goes blind,
That's when I see best.
no light, no panic, no room left for pretending.
Blackout kingdom, bout your doubt. I turn dead rooms into war grounds loud. Every strike make the silence feel. Every pulse make the stonework feel. Blackout kingdom, darkness mine. I was raised on a thinner line. When the lights go dead, I take command, and all night moves at my hand.
You wanted the dark. Now, answer it. The concrete knows before the people do. Something heavy just arrived.
Low and moving like a subway quake. Dust from the ceiling every time it breaks. Breath in the chest, got a dangerous weight. I don't pace fear, I accelerate. Boots on the floor with a predator step. Cold in the jaw, no room for regret. Every rap page in a private debt. Now the room feel tension before I sweat. I came through dark with a spinal wire. No soft dreams, just a harsher fire. Every bad hand raised me higher. Now my whole kid sounds like barbed wire. Hands locked down on a rough steel grip. Veins up high when the pressure hits. No weak flinch when the muscle split. I turn one more set into a loaded script.
No safe zone, no softer route. Only force finding force. Concrete post, feel the slab line jump. Every bass hit land like a riot drum. No hush left when the floorboards moan. I make dead rooms feel overthrown.
Concrete pulse through the legs and spine. That low and pressure got a life of mine. When the weak step off and the real ones stay, that's when the whole damn block obey.
Eyes go there when the air gets thick. No panic, breath in a frame like this. Every egg got history. Ended every wound I kept turned strategic. No fake glory in the work I do. Only long nights and the brutal truth. Built my nerve with the light cut loose. Now I carry impact in the vocal booth.
Back then silence that heavy as lead. Now the speakers crush for the doubt is said. Every low note stomp like dread, and the whole room move when I nod my head. I don't need the world to understand, I just need grip and a battle plan. Once I kick
under everything. Through the floor, through the bone, through the part of you that can't pretend. Concrete post, feel the slab line jump. Every bass hit land like a riot drum. No hush left when the floorboards moan. I make dead rooms feel overthrown. Concrete post through the legs and spine. That low end pressure got a life of mine. When the weight step off and the real ones stay, that's when the whole damn block obeys. You don't just hear this, you brace for it. Stone will no bend, no crack. Yeah. I built this wheel in a place no light touch, where the nights got long and the pressure got rough, where the flow felt thin and the hope ran low. Still I found one thing that refused to go, that was drive in the chest, that was nerve in the jaw, that was calm in the heat when I wanted to brawl, that was discipline cold as a blade held still, that was all of the force in the stone made will. I don't move wild just to seem intense, I move precise with a sharp suspense. Every step got weight, every breath got aim. I didn't come to fade, I came to claim. Every bruise that stayed put depth in the frame, every hard day carved out part of the name. Now I stand so firm that the doubt looks small, like the whole damn storm can't move me at all. No soft bend in the backbone, no weak word in the mouth. If the pressure rises higher, that's when I lock it now. Stone will, won't break, won't bend, won't shake. Stone will, stay hard, stay sharp, stay dark. Stone will, no fold, no drift, no cold. Stone will, stand tall, take pain, take all. Take all. Through dust with the dead set stare, with the kind of pain that can strip men bare. But I learned how to hold my line through it all, how to stand back up every time I fall. I don't need a lane, I build one clean, through the smoke, through the strain, through the unseen. I got silence in the mind and a beast in the core, so when the room gets tense I get focused more. I know what it costs to be built this way, to deny weak exits and not decay, to keep both hands on the wheel of the soul when the road gets mean and the dark takes hold. Now the drums hit low like a fist of steel, and the whole room knows this is something real. I don't need to shout, I just set that tone and let that pressure bounce off a harder stone. No soft bend in the backbone, no weak word in the mouth. If the pressure rises higher, that's when I lock it now. Stone will, won't break, won't bend, won't shake. Stone will, stay hard, stay sharp, stay dark. Stone will, no fold, no drift, no cold. Stone will, stand tall, take pain, take all. Take all. Still calm, hard, strong, locked deep, firm, Stone will, won't break, won't bend, won't shake. Stone will, stay hard, stay sharp, stay dark. Stone will, no fold, no drift, no cold. Stone will, stand tall, take pain, take all. Stone will, that's how I endure. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Tighten pulse. Wake up! Woo! Woo! Yeah, there's a pulse in my chest like a giant drum, like the storm in the hills when the black clouds come, like the force of a wall when it shifts its weight. That's the kind of drive I activate. I don't move small and I don't stay low. I got too much pressure in the undertow, too much build in the ribs and the shoulder square, too much life in the lungs just to stay right there. Tight pulse, that's that raw low wave, that kind of energy
and I ain't even close to my limit yet. Heavy breath, hard floor, tighten pulse, call for more. When the body says enough, I go deeper than before. Tighten pulse, feel it hit in the chest, in the ground, in the way I grip. Tighten pulse, no way down. I don't lose shape when the room goes loud. Tighten pulse, built for war. Every hard rep only made me more. Tighten pulse, still alive. That's the force that keeps me climbing high. I know the kind of pain that can bend the frame, that can test your pace and strip your name. But I also know what survives that fire, a deeper kind of nerve and a taller drive. Now the bass rolling like a moving wall, and the floor plate feel that giant call. I don't shake easy and I don't step light. I was made to hold weight and ignite the night. There's no borrowed strength in the way I move. Everything I got, I bled to prove. And I wear that truth in the stance I keep, and the jaw held tight and the grind run deep. If the whole world push, let it push that hard. I got tight impulse and the beating guard. I get more dangerous under load and strain. That's the blessing hidden inside the pain. Heavy breath, hard floor, tighten pulse, call for more. When the body says enough, I go deeper than before. Tighten pulse, feel it hit in the chest, in the ground, in the way I grit. Tighten pulse, no way down. I don't lose shape when the room goes loud. Tighten pulse, built for war. Every hard rep only made me more. Tighten pulse, still alive. That's the force that keeps me climbing high.
Big force, cold mind, tighten pulse, all the time. Whole weight, don't bow, that's the power.
Living now. Tighten pulse. Tighten pulse. Feel it hit in the chest, in the ground, in the way I grit. Tighten pulse. No way down. I don't lose shape when the room goes loud. Tighten pulse. Built for war. Every hard rep only made me more. Tighten pulse. Still alive. That's the force that keeps me climbing high.
Tighten pulse. Still moving. No days off. No sleep for the week.
King Mo.
King mode.
No days off the throne. I wake with the mission, no ready to lick. No lazy hands, no halfway grit. I got goals in the chest and a blade in the mind. Every move calculated, every second in line. No days off the throne that I built in pain. No skipping the work when it pour down rain. No talking too big, I let action speak. That's why I stay strong while the rest stay weak. I know what it costs when the dream gets big. When the back feels heavy and the legs run thin. When the room goes cold and the clock runs slow. Still gotta push if you really want growth. That's me with the breath cut short in the strain. That's me still pressing through the nerve and pain. That's me with the chest plate knocking in time. Still moving sharp with the beast inside.
No pause, no fade, no easy way. I keep that pressure on every day.
No days off the throne. No loss of control. I keep that heat in the heart and soul. No days off the throne. No weak way out. I get more focused the more they doubt. No days off the throne. Still locked and driven. I don't stop living the life I was given. No days off the throne. Still taking more. I was built for the grind and the war. I remember the days when the room stayed dark, when the plan looked dead and the chest felt marked. But I held one line and I kept that pace. Not a whole damn weight sits calm in place. I don't need luck and I don't need praise. I need one hard goal in 1,000 days. Need one more shot when the arms feel dead. Need one more rep when the mind says rest. That's how kings get made in a brutal age. Not by fantasy, by control rage. Not by shortcuts, not by chance, but by showing up when you got no plans except survive. Evolve, rise hard, keep form, stay sharp. Fight smart.
No weak drift, no misclimb, no dead dream.
Not on my time. No days off the control. I keep that heat in the heart and soul.
No days off the throne,
No weak way out. I get more focused the more they doubt.
no days off the throne.
Still locked in, driven. I don't stop living the life I was given.
No days off the throne.
Still taking more. I was built for the grind and the war.
King Mo.
No days off.
The concrete knows before the people do. Something heavy just arrived. Nowhere moving like a subway quake. Dust from the ceiling every time it breaks. Breath in the chest, got a dangerous weight. I don't pace, fear, accelerate. Boots on the floor with a predator step. Cold in the jaw, no room for regret. Every rep paid in the private debt. Now the room feel tension before I sweat. I came through dark with a spinal wire. No soft dreams, just a harsher fire. Every bad hand raised me higher. Now my whole cadence sounds like barbed wire. Hands locked down on a rough steel grip. Veins up high when the pressure hits. No weak flinch when the muscles split. After one more set into a loaded script. No safe zone, no softer route. Only force finding form. Concrete pulse, feel the slab line jump. Every bass hit land like a riot drum. No hush left when the floorboards moan. I make dead rooms feel overthrown. Concrete pulse through the legs and spine. The low end pressure got a life of mine. When the weak step off and the real ones stay, that's when the whole damn block obey. Eyes go narrow when the air gets thick. No panic, breath in a frame like this. Every eight got history in it. Every wound I kept turned strategic. No fake, glory in the work I do. Only long nights and the brutal truth. Built my nerve with a light cut loose. Now I carry impact in the vocal booth. Back then, silence that heavy as lead. Now the speakers crush what the doubters said. Every low note stalk like dread. And the whole room move when I nod my head. I don't need the world to understand. I just need grip in the battle plan. Once the kick lands, I advance. Like the face itself is in command. No noise, just a deep vibration under everything.
Through the floor, through the bone, through the part of you that can't pretend.
Concrete pulse, feel the slab line jump. Every bass hit land like a riot drum. No hush left when the floorboards moan. I make dead rooms feel overthrown. Concrete pulse through the legs and spine. The low end pressure got a life of mine. And when the weak step off and the real ones stay, that's when the whole damn block obey. You don't just hear this, you brace for it.
When everybody folds, somebody still has to stand. The somebody is me. I know the room when the pressure shift. Her eyes go hollow when the shoulders dip. That's where I rise with a tightened grip and turn one hard breath into a battleship. No backup voice in the head I own. No bar nerve in the marrow bone. Every mile I walk was over stone. Now my whole sound hit like a dethroned throne. Baseline hard like a final call. Every kick drum make the weak stand small. No safe place when the sub notes small. I came to stand as the last through all. Sweat in my lashes, blood in the lips. Still I hold form when the edges slip. No fake brave in a life like this. Only tested nerve in a clenched fist. Will, no crowd left, no mask left. Only the one still moving. Last man loud when the ceiling drops. I don't fade when the heartbeat knocks. Every beat like a final Smoke it thin in the midnight gym. Seen mirrors lie and the lights go dim. Till I carved that doubt out limb by limb. Till the iron itself started trusting him. No fancy line in the code I keep, just brutal truth in a depth that's deep. Every failure buried beneath my feet. Every comeback sounded like concrete. I don't scream for strength, I prove it slow through ugly days that nobody knows. And the beat hits hard and the whole room knows there's a different type of blood that flows. Not born easy, not built for soft. Had to draw my name through the cut and fog. Now when I speak it comes off rough, because I learned power the air got tough. When the noise dies, listen for the one still breathing, 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 breathing. Still here, still locked, still dangerous. When the ceiling drops, I don't fade. When the heartbeat knocks, every beat like a final round. I stay standing, heavier sound. Last man loud. When the others go, I move forward through the falling smoke. When the world caves in and the frame gets bowed, I'm still here. Last man loud. Last man loud. Not the first to talk, the last to fall. Listen. That's not noise. That's pressure. Heartbeat hitting like a steel drum crack. Low end rumble make your ribcage snap. Breath gets heavy but I don't collapse. I turn pressure into cardiac attacks. Concrete shaking when I step inside. Every move locked, every thought precise. No hesitation, no second tries. I don't chase wins, I normalize. Blood in my mouth, I taste the fight. Lungs on fire but I hold it tight. Pain don't break me, it's sharp in sight. I cut through limits like a blade through light. No pulse control, no exit route. You feel that way, that's truth. Let it hit, feel your chest cave in. Baseline strike like a war within. No retreat, no surrender code. This is pressure overload. Say less, let the body speak. Every rep make the weak go weak. Crack the floor when the system blows. Welcome to the overload. Adrenaline spike, no room to breathe. Every second got his teeth in me. Back against it, still I lean. Built from damage you've never seen. I don't flinch when the tension rise. I don't fold when the system fries. Every doubt gets sterilized. I weaponize what you internalize. Knuckles split, but I grip that bar. Vision blurred, but I push that far. You call it pain, I call it star. That's the difference in who we are. Silence drops, and the whole world detonates. Chest cave in, baseline strike like a war within. No retreat, no surrender code. This is pressure overload. Say less, let the body speak. Every rep make the weak go weak. Crack the floor when the system blows. Welcome to the overload. No signal. Pressure. They thought the silence meant I was done. No. I was rebuilding in the dark. know the sound of a door getting slammed, cold nights, no help, no blood in my hand. I know the weight of a world that doubts, that slow, that stare when the lights go out. I've been cracked by pressure, bent by strain, felt sharp, still running straight through pain. Still I still when the floor gave way, still I move when the sky turned gray. No hand reached down when I hit that edge, no clean escape, no soft reset. Just one more breath in the jawline set, one more rep through the soaked up sweat. Everybody loves the rise they see, they never saw the war in me, never saw those mornings I had to drag my soul back into life. So if I'm still here, under this load, through this fire, through this doubt, then I'm not finished. I don't quit when the world caves in, I go harder when the pain kicks in. Every scar got a reason now, every loss built a season now. I don't stop when the air runs thin, I dig deeper, let the war begin. If I fall, I get up somehow. You can break the body, but I'm never out. I know the taste of a hopeless day when the mirror said I should walk away. When my chest felt heavy, my vision blurred, and every prayer died before a word. Still I train with the storm inside, still I carried that fractured pride. Still I built from the dirt below, when the cold winds cut and the weak let go. No shortcut path in a life like this, no cheat code hiding inside that grip. Every ounce I got, I had to live with the same two hands in a bleeding grip. I took those failures they laughed about, turned each one to a louder route. Now when the bass hits, the room knows why I move like a man that refused to die. They can doubt, they can leave, they can talk, I still breathe. And as long as I breathe, I still fight. I don't quit when the world caves in, I go harder when the pain kicks in. Every scar got a reason now, every loss built a season now. I don't stop when the air runs thin, I dig deeper, let the war begin. If I fall, I get up somehow. You can break the body, but I'm never out. There were nights I was down so low, no fire left to show, no big speech, no shining sign, just pure survival, one step at a time. That's the part that made me real, not the wins, just how I heal. Not the crowd, not praise, not fame, just the will to stand in the flame. I got ghosts in my ribcage still, but they move when I say they will. I got pain in my bloodline deep, but I turn that ache into discipline. So when the weight comes back again, I don't ask if I ask when, because I know what I became every time I survive that pain. Listen, this ain't about hype, this ain't about looking strong. This is for the days when your soul feels heavy, your lungs burn, your hope gets quiet, and you still decide to take one more step. That step matters, that breath matters. You are not done just because it hurts. You are not finished just because it's hard. Surrender in my bloodstream, no collapse in my command, no retreat in my shadow. I still rise, I still stand. I don't quit when the world caves in, I go harder when the pain kicks in. Every scar got a reason now, every loss built a season now. I don't stop when the air runs thin, I dig deeper, let the war begin. If I fall, I get up somehow. You can break the body, but I'm never out. I'm not gone when the lights burn low, I'm the pulse underneath the smoke. I come back when they count me down. You can hit me hard, but I'm never out. Not today, not like this. As long as my heart still hits, I'm never out. You can't bury me, there is no bottom for me now. Yeah, I touched that low where the light went weak, where the voice in the mirror forgot to speak, where the room got still and the hope got thin, but I found more depth than I thought within. I hit rock bottom and it cracked and scared, then it swallowed my name, didn't take my breath to show me something I was meant to know. There's no place below where my will won't grow. I came back harder from the dirt and ate from the nights that drag and the bones that shake from the dead end rolls and the shut down doors. Now I walk like a storm through a steel cut force. No pity in me, no collapse in sight, just a deeper kind of calm when the world turns night and the bass hits low like the earth gone dark. I get more alive with the colder heart.
No bottom, no end, no final line. When the world says fall, I redefine.
No bottom, no floor, you can't push me lower anymore. No bottom, no grave, I turn collapse into a thing I outgave. No bottom,
Still rise,
even when the dark gets in my eyes. No bottom,
still climb.
I get more savage every time. I stop fearing pain when I learn this shape. Learn it comes to test what the weak can't take. Learn it digs deep, but it also reveals what stays standing when the comfort peels. I was never built for a soft rebound. I'm the type gets stronger when the world shuts down. Type that finds rhythm in the brutal drop. Type that keeps moving when the rest all stops. So if you think that low was the end of me, you don't know what lives in my energy. I made whole new power from almost gone. Made iron from nights that felt too long. Now the room gets tense when the kick rolls in and the whole floor shakes with the beast within. I don't fear the sin. I've seen that bliss and made my lungs bigger and my jaw more straight.
No bottom, no end, no final line. When the world says fall, I redefine.
No bottom, no floor, you can't push me lower anymore. No bottom, no grave, I turn collapse into a thing I outgave. No bottom,
Still rise,
even when the dark gets in my eyes. No bottom,
still climb.
I get more savage every time.
Don't kill me, reveal me. No, don't pin me, it rebuild me.
No bottom, no floor, you can't push me lower anymore. No bottom, no grave, I turn collapse into a thing I outgave. No bottom,
Still rise,
even when the dark gets in my eyes. No bottom,
still climb.
I get more savage every time. No bottom,
Only rise, no bottom. Thunder in the chest. Let it run. Thunder in the chest. Still alive.
yeah, there's a storm in the ribs when I step into space. No weak breath left, no doubt on the face. I got that pressure in the lungs and spine, like the sky itself got wide to mine. Chest full of thunder, mind full of aim. I don't train for comfort, I train for change. I train for the moment the world leans hard, and I still stay sharp with the skill set guard. I've been low enough to know what it means to build from scratch through the dead unseen, to keep one spark in the so black cold till the fire grew too hard to hold. Now the bass hit heavy in the room, bend back like the ground itself can feel my track. I don't need noise to confirm my force. I got thunder in the chest and the locked in chords.
Storm rise, I rise higher. Pain hit,
I hit fire.
chest full of thunder.
Still won't break. I was built for the pressure and the heartache.
Chest full of thunder.
Still move strong too near, and the mind spoke low in the shape of fear. But I cut that noise with a harder breath, and I stood back up from the edge of death. Not death in flesh, death in drive, that slow dead drift where weak dreams die. But I refuse that grave, refuse that lane. Now the beat runs hot through the scars and strain. Every hit I took made the chest more wide, made more room for the storm inside. That's why when the kick drums crack that floor, I don't step back, I demand more.
I got thunder in the chest and calm in the head. I move like force through the bloodshot red. Storm in me won't fade out. All that pressure, all that doubt, fed the thunder, built the sound.
Chest full of thunder, still won't break. I was built for the pressure and the heartache. Chest full of thunder, still move strong. I carry that storm and I drag it on. Chest full of thunder, I stay cold. I turn that strain into iron gold. Chest full of thunder, stand and fight. I own that dark, I ignite the night.
Thunder in the chest.
Still alive.
Listen close. That's not music. That's a march!
Like a war drum line, every step in sync with a brutal design. No soft pulse in the chest like mine. I was raised on strain and sharpened by time. Kick lands heavy in the spine, sit straight. Every breath like load in a second fate. No panic code in this inner state. I advance when the pressure escalates. Metal in the air in the room turns still, because discipline got a set in the wheel. Every rep uphill, every stare can kill, and I don't stop moving till the silence kneel. Came from hunger, came from dust, where trust runs thin and the stronger just now. Every low end hit sounds armored, and just like the soul itself came back for blood.
No retreat, no white flag.
Only forward under pressure.
War drum heartbeat.
March through pain, every strike make the room maintain or collapse. When the storm gets loud, I move through chaos, chest out proud.
Heartbeat.
Hard and true, every scar taught me what to do. When the bass hits low, when the lights all shake,
That's the sound of a will awake.
I don't need rage when my code runs deep. I got a code, a thing that never sleeps. Every vow I made, every debt I keep, echo through my frame when the bar gets deep. Jaw locked shut and the vision narrow. Mind like a blade in the drive like marrow. No lost motion and no blank sorrow. Only one more push till I own tomorrow. They can talk about struggle from polished rooms. I know what pressure does in unlit tombs. I know how hunger fills empty lungs and turns one heartbeat into 10 war drums. So when I stand and the whole floor shakes, know that sound is years awake. Every line in me got forged in stakes. Now the room learns what a real man makes. This isn't panic, this is formation!
Step, brace, breathe, advance. War drum heartbeat. War drum heartbeat. War drum heartbeat.
March through pain, every strike make the room maintain no collapse. When the storm gets loud, I move through chaos, chest out proud.
Heartbeat.
Hard and true, every scar taught me what to do. When the bass hits low, when the lights all shake,
That's the sound of a will awake.
move with purpose, or get buried by it. One switch, everything changes. One switch, everything changes. Heart rate jump when the beat line wake. Adrenaline flood through the chest and frame. No halfway step when the lock point break. I hit trigger state and forget my name. Hands go tight on the iron grip. Jawline set on a hard commando. Slow thought in a moment like this, only action clean as a bullet lands. Sub bass punch like a blunt force wave. Whole room dip when the floorboards cave. No cheap thrill and the risk I crave. I was born to move when the pressure rages. Every breath a spark and the gas feel dark. Every breath I fuse to a hungry heart. No escape route when I hit that mark. The one pushing to a battlefield start. Don't call it anger, call it ignition. Trigger stay when the wires go hot. No delay, no fear, no second shot. Every move straight through the smoke. I don't freeze when the whole frame trigger stay. Every nerve awake, every doubt gets cut and flake. When the pressure peaks and the weak unfold, I move faster, cleaner, harder, cold. Move faster, cleaner, harder, cold. Back against strain, but the pace climbs higher. Legs on shake, but the lungs catch fire. No retreat when the stakes go live. That's exactly where I feel alive. I know the edge and I know the cost. I know what it takes when the comfort's lost. Every line in me got battle crossed. Every inch of nerve was brutally barred. No false calm in the pulse I own. Just a sharp response carved into bone. You ask why my whole voice sounds stone. Because I built it where panic was honed. The beat drops hard and the instincts clear. No static, left no room for fear. Everything weak disappears right here. And the mission inside me gets severe. One breath, one lock, one irreversible decision. No drift, no freeze, no soft hand on the throttle. Trigger stay. Trigger stay. Trigger stay. When the wires go hot, no delay, no fear, no second shot. Every move straight through the smoke. I don't freeze when the whole frame trigger stay. Every nerve awake, every doubt gets cut and flake. When the pressure peaks and the weak unfold, I move faster, cleaner, harder, cold. Don't ask if I'm ready. Ask if the room is. No half contact, no half heart. All in. All in. All in. I don't live half force and I don't train light. I go full contact with the pain and fight. With the dead hard load in the chest burn pace. With the cold black fear and the look in his face. Full contact will, that's that no flinch code. That kind of drive that can bear full load. That kind of soul that don't ask for retreat. When the room gets hot and the weak lose feet. I know the feeling when the lungs scream stop. When the ribs run fire and the vision drop. That's when most fold off and get fear room. But I stay 1 inch deeper in the gloom. Now the baseline cracks like a fight night bell. And the kick drum lands like a jawline swell. I don't step back once when the hit comes fast. I close that space and I make it last. All in, all weight, all pain, no break. Full contact will still attack. I don't go soft when the pressure fights back. Full contact will still move hard. I carry that war in the chest and guard. Full contact will. No weak fade. I was built for the clash in the heart-made phase. Full contact will still won't quit. I was born for the brutal side of it. Days that felt like a bare knuckle boom. No clear way out, just a slow dark doom. But I found my shape in the center of that. A tougher kind of confident counterattack. So I don't fear force and I don't fear strain. I put both hands on the wheel of pain. I steer it straight through the noise and smoke to the old we parked and my system broke. This is not about breaks for the sake of loud. This is disciplined fire that I don't bow out. This is full contact with the goal in mind. With the nerves held hard in the stair line. When the room gets black and the floor turns war, I know exactly what I came here for. Not to touch the edge and then walk away, but to live in the clash till I take that day. No half, no soft, no drift, no loss. Full contact will still attack. I don't go soft when the pressure fights back. Full contact will still move hard. I carry that war in the chest and guard. Full contact will. No weak fade. I was built for the clash and the heart-made phase. Full contact will still won't quit. I was born for the brutal side of it. This ain't about talk, this is nerve and poise. But about silence sharper than the loudest noise. About standing firm when the whole sky bends. About not losing shape when the comfort ends. I know what it could stay upright late when the body says stop and the stakes say wait. When the pressure rides hard like a boot on the neck and the easy way out starts calling next. But I don't step off and I don't step down. I got too much pride in the blood right now. Too much work in the bones, too much proof in the scars to let one hard wave pull me off my mark. So I brace both feet in the heat and grind with the jaw held tight and a disciplined mind. If the line gets tested, then good, let it test. That's where true force rise from the chest. Oh, when the room gets tense. Oh, when the doubt gets loud. Oh, when the weak all drift. That's how the strong stand out. Hold the line, don't quit now, even when the whole world turned hostile. Hold the line, stand your ground. That's how legends get built, not found. Hold the line, stay right there. Face the pressure with a locked cold stare. Hold the line, no way out. That's how iron gets forged through doubt. I've had storms hit hard on the shape I keep. Had sharp cold fear, tried to cut too deep. Had the flow feel gone and the roof feel near. Still I stood right there and I made that clear. I don't need a crowd when the test arrives. I need my lungs, my will, my drive. Need that part of me that don't backslide. That dark, calm place where the fighters hide. Every day got a chance to strip that skin and show what's fake and what's locked within. So I thank each hit for the truth it brings. I don't want soft crowns, I want earn king things. Now the drums come low like a march through stone. And the whole room filled with the work is grown. This is not retreat music, not bow down sound. This is stand and bow with both feet in ground. Oh, when the room gets tense. Oh, when the doubt gets loud. Oh, when the weak all drift. That's how the strong stand out. Hold the line, don't quit now, even when the whole world turned hostile. Hold the line, stand your ground. That's how legends get built, not found. Hold the line, stay right there. Face the pressure with a locked cold stare. Hold the line, no way out. That's how iron gets forged through doubt.
Line won't break, heart won't shake, spine stays straight, no mistake, stain, grace, breathe, face.
Hold the line, don't quit now, even when the whole world turned hostile. Hold the line, stand your ground. That's how legends get built, not found. Hold the line, stay right there. Face the pressure with a locked cold stare. Hold the line, no way out. That's how iron gets forged through doubt. Hold the line.
cold mind, hard path, warpath calm.
Yeah. I don't need a rage just to prove that I'm strong. I got that calm that can carry me long. That blacked out focus with the blaze that's there. That kind of danger you can feel in there. Warpath calm, not panic and rush. Not cheap, loud heat in the blind head crush. Just a measure step with a heart full flame and a disciplined soul that can hold full pain. I've seen hot men break from the weight too fast. All noise, no spine, no roots to last. But I built mine slow in the colder way. Through the dead hard nights and the stripped down days. Now the baseline cuts like a low steel saw. And the kick drum lands like a pressure law. I move too exact for a weak man's drift. When the room gets tight, I don't lose my grip.
Hold that breath, hold that line, stay off force at proven time.
Warpath calm.
Eyes on steel, I don't lose shape when the pain gets real.
Warpath calm.
Still move hard, I keep that fire under full control and guard.
Warpath calm.
No wild break,
I take that pressure and I make it shake.
still precise. That's how I turn dark into device. The There were years I lived too close to the edge, where one wrong thought could have pulled the ledge. But I learned to breathe through the brutal weight and keep my form when the stakes ran late. That changed everything in the way I move. Put black calm depth in the things I prove. Now when the body burns and the lungs go raw, I don't panic once I apply that law. One more rep with a dense set gaze, one more step through the dragon haze, one more fight when the room says fall. Warpath calm and I take it all. This is not about flash, this is built in cold. The kind that survives under overload, that kind of gets cleaner when the pressure peaks, that kind of gets sharper while the weak turn weak. Cold breath, hard chest, still calm, still best. Warpath calm. Eyes on steel, I don't lose shape when the pain gets real. Warpath calm. Still move hard, I keep that fire under full control and guard. Warpath calm. No wild break, I take that pressure and I make it shake. Warpath calm. Still precise, that's how I turn dark into device. Cold mind, hard path. Warpath calm. Shock hits. I stay up. Let's go. Yeah. I know that feeling when the whole world swings, when the floor turns strange and the chest plate rings, when the pressure lands like a blunt force wave and the weak lose shape in the moment they cave. But I built for impact and the storm run dark, built for the hit that can split a heart, built for the seconds where the room go blank and you either stand or your spirit sink. I don't break easy when the blow comes down. I square that spine and I claim that ground. Every scar I got from a past hard drop made me more exact. When the next hit shock, now the bass rolls in like a seismic wall and the whole room leans. When the kick drums fall, I don't run from force, I absorb that strain, then I rise one more with a harder frame. Shockwave, chest tight, still breathe, still fight, stand through the shock, still won't fold. I was built for the pressure and the cold. Stand through the shock, still stay tall. I don't lose my shape through it all. Stand through the shock, eyes stay clear. I don't let collapse move in the air. Stand through the shock, still attack. Every hard hit puts more force in the back. There were times life landed with no warning shot, no slow approach, just a dead stop drop. But I learned from each one how to hold that breath, how to keep one line through the taste of death. Not death in flesh, death in drive. That slow dim fate that kills men alive. But I never let that take root in me. I fought that drift till I stood more free. Now I move like a man with a shockproof chest, who can take one blow and still pass the test, who can hear that low end pressure crack and turn that danger to a counterattack. That's the code I live when the dark gets loud. Stand through the hit and don't bow out. Let the pressure fall like a building weight. I've been through enough to dominate. Shock, land, I hold, hit hard, stay stay through the shock, still won't fold. I was built for the pressure and the cold. Stay through the shock, still stay tall. I don't lose my shape through it all. Stay through the shock, eyes stay clear. I don't let collapse move in the air. Stay through the shock, still attack. Every hard hit puts more force in the back. Shock hits. I stay up. Touch me. I'm pressure proof. I
Came through enough to know what breaks, what foes on the heat and what stands through eight. What bends in fear, more locks in steel. What survives the dark with a train set real. Pressure proof, that's the code I wear. Not no fake loud talk for the room to hear, but they kinda calm like a hopeful strain and never lose line in the middle of pain. I've been weighed by days like a crushed spine. Still kept one fire in the war, made mine. Still kept one mission alive in the chest while the world ran cold. In the room got stressed, and our baseline drops like a pressure valve and the whole floor shakes when the drums hit hard. I don't get smaller when the force stacks up. I get more refined when the weight turns rough. More pressure, more test, more proof, more depth. Pressure proof, still don't crack. I was built for the load and the blowback. Pressure proof, still hold shape. I don't lose my soul when the walls are shake. Pressure proof, I stay clear. I don't let panic move in there. Pressure proof, still move clean. That's how I turn pain to a machine. To a machine. To a machine. I know what it means when the body says break, when the chest runs tight and the knees both shake. But I built one pace and a set of core where the will stay alive and the lungs find more. That's where I go when the sky turns black, when the kick drum lands like a sledge attack, when the room gets dense and the floor feels wrong. I plant both feet and I stand more strong. This ain't luck, this is earned hard nerve. Every inch of control is an inch I serve through the dead slow dragging the strip down nice to the fear lost teeth and the will grew bite. Now I don't fear tests, I define my worth by how I stay sharp when the ground gets cursed. Pressure proof in the blood and bone, that's the kind of truth that can't be overthrown. Test more, I rise, push hard, I don't hide. Pressure proof, still don't crack. I was built for the load and the blowback. Pressure proof, still hold shape. I don't lose my soul when the walls all shake. Pressure proof, I stay clear. I don't let panic move in there. Pressure proof, still move clean. That's how I turn pain to a machine. To a machine. Through the fire, still moving, still dangerous. I know what it means when the heat gets real, when the handshake slight and the lungs don't heal, when the floor feels gone and the room feels wrong and the whole damn night drags twice as long. I know what it costs just to hold that line, when the pain runs deep and the clock don't shine, when the easy route looks like peace at first, but the truth says walk through the hardest hurt. So I did, with the ash of my breath, with the burn in my chest, with the fear of my neck. And I learned one thing in the middle of flame: you don't ask for mercy when you want a name. You sharpen inside it, you breathe through the smoke. You keep your shape even when the body's broke. You don't die from pressure when the will stays lit. You win through the fire when you never quit. Heat rise, eyes clear, pain close, still here. When it all gets violent, that's when I appear. Went through the fire, went through the burn. Every hard hit only made me learn. Went through the fire, still don't fold. Came in raw, came out gold. Went through the fire, went through the ache. Every deep scar made my backbone straight. Went through the fire, stand up strong. I was built to survive this all. There were moments I was close to done, no clear road and nowhere to run, but I kept one grip on the thing inside that black calm force that refused to hide. Now the bass run low like a warning sign, like the world can't hear what I forged in time. I don't move loud just to sound like threat. I move exact and I collect that debt. Debt from the weak fear I used to feed, debt from the old doubt that killed my speed, debt from the nights I stayed half alive. Now I take that pain and I weaponize. I don't beg for wins, I make them late after all the damage and all that whistle when the room goes hot and the pulse goes fast. I don't panic once I know I last. Heat rise, eyes clear, pain close, still here. When it all gets violent, that's when I appear. Went through the fire, went through the burn. Every hard hit only made me learn. Went through the fire, still don't fold. Came in raw, came out gold. Went through the fire, went through the ache. Every deep scar made my
fear. Take all as far. I rise, steel heart, cold went through the fire, went through the burn. Every hard hit only made me learn. Went through the fire, still don't fold. Came in raw, came out gold. Went through the fire, went through the ache. Every deep scar made my backbone straight. Went through the fire, stand up strong. I was built to survive this long. Still alive, still hot, still going. Not wild, controlled. Animal discipline, discipline, discipline. There's a beast in the chest, but I trained that thing. Didn't let it run blind, didn't let it swing. I gave it structure, gave it aim and pace. Now it move like force in a tight in space. That's the difference between rage and power, between one fast spark and a built strong tower, between losing control and commanding it clean. I got animal drive with the sharpened machine. I don't break stuff just to look intense. I break limits with an exact offense. Every rep, every set, every breath on beat. Put instinct and discipline into one heartbeat. Now the low end growl like a caged up storm, and the body locked into a darker form. But the mind stays clear and the hand stays still. That's animal discipline, that's a killer will. Beast in the blood, calm in the brain. That's how I hold power without going insane. Animal discipline, built too deep. Not reckless fire, but the force I keep. Animal discipline, cold control. I don't lose my shape when I hunt my goal. Animal discipline, no weak craze. I move with purpose through the hardest phase. Animal discipline, still precise. That's how I take what they call too high. I've seen too many burn out from blind attack. All heat, no frame, all force, no track. But I built mine slow in a tighter way, like a beast that learned how to wait and slay. Not with chaos, with command, with the lock spine jaw, when the discipline hand, with the rhythm that hits, when the opening show, when the wood that don't crack, when the pressure grows. So when the room gets tense and the lights run red, I don't lose my mind, I get more ahead. Every instinct sharpened, every move more clean. That's the final form of a pressure machine. I'm not tame and I'm not raw. I'm the line between instinct and law. That's why when I strike it lands with truth. Built by work, not noise, not youth. Beast in the blood, calm in the brain. That's how I hold power without going insane. Animal discipline, built too deep. Not reckless fire, but the force I keep. Animal discipline, cold control. I don't lose my shape when I hunt my goal. Animal discipline, no weak craze. I move with purpose through the hardest phase. Animal discipline, still precise. That's how I take what they call too high. Beast mode, mind locked. No wild drift, no wasted shock. Sharp breath,
it's like rust on the back of the mind. Old fear in the chest, old ghosts in the spine. Old doubt in the step, old brakes on the soul. But I got too much fire now to stay controlled. I have voices from the past that wanted me slow, wanted me soft, wanted me stuck down low, wanted me safe in a half-lit frame. But I came too far just to live that same. So I broke one leak, then another one clean. Broke that drift in the eyes, broke that in between. Broke the lie that pain means stop right here. Now I hear resistance and I shift that gear. This ain't just muscle in a louder pace. This is freeing the beast from a smaller place. From the self that bow when the heat got thick. Now I rise through the load and I don't quit. Old chains fall off, new blood runs high. I don't carry what was when I know what I'm not. Break the chain, break it clean. I'm not who I was in the old dead dream. Break the chain, take that air. I don't let that past live in me there. Break the chain, step out hard. I turn closed up pain into a battle scar. Break the chain, stand up straight. I don't live below what I'm made to take. I remember the weight of a smaller self. Always half outside of the stronger self. Always second guessing the climb and burn. Always one step back from the lesson learned. But now I move different, now the jaw stays set. Now the eyes don't blink when the air gets wet. Now the kick hits low and the floor blades hum. And I feel like the life I was meant to become. Every rep I push is a link that snaps. Every mile I drag is a bridge collapse to the old weak shape that I used to wear. I don't fit that skin and I don't go there. So let the old fear knock one final time. I got too much proof in this war like mine. I got too much force in the chest right now to let old chains tell me when to bow. Old chains fall off, new blood runs hot. I don't carry what was when I know what I'm not. Break the chain, break it clean. I'm not who I was in the old dead dream. Break the chain, take that air. I don't let that past live in me there. Break the chain, step out hard. I turn closed up pain into a battle scar. Break the chain, stand up straight. I don't live below what I'm made to take. No more drag, no more stall, no more living half at all. Cut it loose, burn it down, break the chain and take that crown. Break the chain, break the chain, break it clean. I'm not who I was in the old dead dream. Break the chain, take that air. I don't let that past live in me there. Break the chain, step out hard. I turn closed up pain into a battle scar. Break the chain, stand up straight. I don't live below what I'm made to take. Break the chain and don't look back.
Steel changes shape and heat. So do I. I know what it's like when the lungs burn raw, when the weight bites back and the room goes small. There's a panic in my chest at all, that's the furnace waking behind the wall. Shaking the veins cold in the stare, I don't beg mercy from the air. Every hard breath got a sharp and flare. Every old wound taught me how to bear. No polished path in the life I made, had to drag that blade through a darker shade. Every set I bled through forged the frame, not pain itself, gotta use my name. Bar on the back like a loaded sin, still I lock the core and drive it in. No quick phrasing, the lane was within, I turn heavy resistance into discipline. Let it glow, let it sting, let the pressure do its work. Furnace mentality, melt that doubt, burn weak patterns from the inside out. Every rep like a strike on no, I come back harder than before. Furnace mentality, smoke and flame, I get refined when the pressure came. No soft edge left when the sparks start fly, I don't ask why. I intensify, I intensify, I intensify. Yeah, I've been down where the hope ran thin, where the mirror looked cold and the light stayed dim till I
back one day on top of one to the version they bury. Stop breathing within at a sub-bass roll like a blast door slam. And the whole room catch what I became. No handout, strength in a chest like mine. Had a mind that nerve to a brutal climb. Legs on fire and the whip half torn. Still I move like a second form. Every setback ever thrown became hot coals that my will stood on. How to romanticize hard days, I weaponize them in cleaner ways. That's why my voice sound heat engraved like a warning sign carved into a blade.
Some men want comfort, some men want power. The distance between those two is measured in heat.
Burn it off, walk, walk, burn it clean. Walk, walk, burn it till the weakest shape is insane. Furnace mentality. Melt that doubt, burn weak patterns from the inside out. Every rep like a strike on no, I come back harder than before. Furnace mentality. Smoke and flame, I get refined when the pressure came. No soft edge left when the sparks start fly. I don't ask why.
I intensify. I intensify. I wasn't protected by fire. I was introduced by it. Lights out. Mind locked. Blackout focus.
I shut the noise off when I step in the zone. No waste of breath, no reaching for a throne. Just a hard set will in the narrow gaze. Built through pressure in 1,000 days. I know how to move when the room gets tight. When the fear talks loud and the pulse spikes high. When the world wants panic, I stay held still. That's the shape of force, that's a train made will. No drift in the chest, no shake in the jaw. I don't move by hype, I move by law. By work, by reps, by the scars I keep. By the vows I made when I couldn't sleep. Now the bass rolls low like a tunnel train. And the whole floor posts with a blacked out strain. I don't need bright lights, I don't need applause. I need one clear line and the ruthless cause.
Cut the noise, kill the blur. Let the mission be the only word.
Cut the noise,
lock it in. That's where real wars start within.
blackout focus.
I stay cold, I don't break form, I don't lose control.
Blackout focus.
Mind goes still, that's how pain turns into iron will.
Blackout focus.
No way out, every weak thought gets hunted down.
Blackout focus.
Locked so deep, I don't lose height, I don't lose sleep. I've seen men fall from a crowded head. Too much fear, too much noise, too much dead. Static in the mind and no grip on breath. That's how sharp men drift too close to death. Me, I learn different in the hard, slow brain. How to cut one path through a crowded brain. How to hold one target and erase the rest. How to stay all force when the world gets pressed. Every mile I make, put calm in the blood. Every hard setback drag me out the mud. Now I move like a blade in a silent room. No wasted motion, no fear of doom. I don't chase 10 things, I attack one aim. That's how names get built, that's a real man's game. And when that kick hits down in the chest plate knocks, I get more exact, I don't fear that shock. Cut the noise, kill the blur. Let the mission be the only word.
Cut the noise,
lock it in. That's where real wars start within.
blackout focus.
I stay cold, I don't break form, I don't lose control.
Blackout focus.
Mind goes still, that's how pain turns into iron will.
Blackout focus.
No way out, every weak thought gets hunted down.
Blackout focus.
Locked so deep, I don't lose height, I don't lose sleep. No drift, no scatter, no weak move, nothing else matter. Head still, chest hard, blackout focus, that's my guard.
Blackout focus.
I stay cold, I don't break form, I don't lose control.
Blackout focus.
Mind goes still, that's how pain turns into iron will.
Blackout focus.
No way out, every weak thought gets hunted down.
Blackout focus.
Locked so deep, I don't lose height, I don't lose sleep. Lights out. Mind locked. Blackout focus. I was born to endure.
stay strong when the chest feels tight and the room goes dim, and you still gotta find one more breath within. That's endurance. That's the code I keep, not cheap, loud talking, the flashy sweet, but the slow hard grind through a blackout face till the soul grows thick and the eyes don't craze. I was born to endure all the dead cold drag, all the stacked up pain in the sandbag lag, all the nights with no light, all the days run rough, all the moments you think maybe this is enough, but it never is. Not for me. I got too much war in the energy, too much proof in the scars on the back and hand to let one more weight make me less than a man.
Endure that burn, endure that strain. That's how weak blood turns to flame. Born to endure,
Still won't crack. I carry that pressure and still attack.
born to endure.
Still stand straight. I was made for the burden and all that weight.
Born to endure. No soft bend.
I keep that form to the bitter end.
Born to endure.
Still rise hard. I turn survival into an art. I remember the times when the body near quit, when the breath got short and the eyes half shut, but I found that place under all that pain where the will stay strong and the mind stay trained. Now the bass hits deep like a trench run drum, and the whole room know what I become. Not the one that ran from the heart made test, but the one that got forged, never heard the best. I don't need easy roads to prove that life. I need one more hill in a brutal fight. Need that final stretch when the soul gets thin and the true heart self comes alive again. That's endurance. That's that black calm law that don't need praise and don't ask for more. Just takes one more step through the dragon bruise. It keeps on going when there's more to lose.
Endure. Don't drift. Hold. Don't slip.
Born to endure. Still won't crack. I carry that pressure and still attack.
Born to endure.
Still stand straight. I was made for the burden and all that weight.
Born to endure. No soft bend.
I keep that form to the bitter end.
Born to endure.
Still rise hard. I turn survival into an art.
Born to endure. That's my blood. The weight talks, I listen, and I answer.
When the weight talks, it don't talk nice. It says prove it now, pay the price. Says show me what lives in the chest when the arms go numb and the lungs protest. I know that language, I know that tone. I learned it young in the flesh and bone. Learn what it means when the burden hit, and you either get stronger or die in it. So I don't flinch when the load bears down. I square both feet and I claim that ground. I don't ask why, I ask how deep can I take this pressure and still not sleep. Now the baseline move like a death slow tank, and the floorboard grown with the iron weight. I hear that sound and I lock and clean. That's where truth gets stripped from the in-between.
The weight talks.
I answer back, not with words, with attack.
When the weight talks,
I don't run, I stay with the burn till the set is done.
when the weight talks,
I stay right there, that's how iron gets built in the air.
when the weight talks,
I get more still, I turn all that strain to a stronger will.
when the weight talks,
I don't fold, I carry that truth till my name turns gold, 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 gold. I've had days where the frame felt spent, where the will got tested and the breath got bent. But the deeper the load and the darker it got, the more I learn what I'm really not. Not average, not weak, not made to drift, not built to collapse when the stakes all lift. I got too much drive in the blood for that, too much war in the chest to slack. So I answer heavy when the pressure calls, with a hard set jaw in the back made tall, with the kind of calm that the weak don't know, where the pain run deep and the eyes stay low. That's power, not noise, not fake loud rays. That's the thing built slow over years and age. And when the room goes black from the low end hum, I become that force I've always become.
weight
Talks, I listen close, and I live what fear won't hold, hold, hold.
when the weight talks,
I don't run, I stay with the burn till the set is done.
when the weight talks,
I stay right there, that's how iron gets built in the air.
when the weight talks,
I get more still, I turn all that strain to a stronger will.
when the weight
turns gold, 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 gold.
The way you talk, I answer. I was born for this. War in my blood. Yeah.
I got war in my blood, not fear in my frame. Not the kind that talks loud, the kind that stays trained. The kind that wakes up when the pressure gets near. The kind that gets sharp when the road gets severe. I know that feeling when the walls move in, when the body feels spent and the odds look thin. That's the point right there where I show my shape, where the weak fall off and the real escape. No silver spoon, built the grit I keep. I got mine in the dark while the rest got sleep. Got mine through the ache and the dead slow grind. Now the fire in my chest, move ahead of time. I don't need peace if the cost is small. I need one hard climb that demands it all. Need that strike in the ribs, need that tension bite. That's how I know I'm alive in the fight.
Heart pound, feet set, no fear, no step back yet. War in the bloodline still burns red.
War in my blood still runs deep. That's why I rise when the rest lose sleep. War in my blood, no quick code. I was built to carry a brutal load. War in my blood still won't bend. Every hard blow only made me ascend. War in my blood still alive. That's the reason I survive.
There were times I was close to a cold collapse. No clear road and no safety map, but I found one thing underneath that strain. A savage calm in the center of pain.
Now I move with the weight that the room can feel. Not fake rage, real force in the sharpened wheel. Every scar on the frame got a lesson sealed. Every wound that closed made the core more real. I don't move for hype, I don't move for show. I move when the low wind tells me go. Move when the chest gets tight and the vision narrows. That's when I turn every doubt to arrows. I was not made soft, I was made precise. Made to take one hit and come back twice. So if the sky goes black and the floor runs wild, I stay on my feet with the stare of a child. No,
Not a child, a beast fully grown, with a heart like steel and a back like stone. Heart pound, feet set, no fear, no step back yet. War in the bloodline still burns red.
war in my blood still runs deep. That's why I rise when the rest lose sleep. War in my blood, no quick code. I was built to carry a brutal load. War in my blood still won't bend. Every hard blow only made me ascend. War in my blood still alive. That's the reason I survive.
Cold breath, hard ground. War in me, won't back down. No drift, no plea. That fight built me.
My blood. Oh. War in my blood. War in my blood still runs deep. That's why I rise when the rest lose sleep. War in my blood, no quick code. I was built to carry a brutal load. War in my blood still won't bend. Every hard blow only made me ascend. War in my blood still alive. That's the reason I survive. Woo! War in my blood that never dies.
Steel changes shape and heat. So do I.
I know what it's like when the lungs burn raw, when the weight everybody's back and the room goes small. That's not panic in my chest at all. That's the furnace waking behind the wall. Heat in the veins, cold in the stare. Hot, don't beg mercy from the air. Every hard breath got a sharpened flare. Every old wound taught me how to bear. No polished path in the life I made. Had to drag that blade through a darker shade. Every set I bled through forged the frame. Now pain itself got to use my name. Bar on the back like a loaded sense till I lift the core and drive it in. No quick phrase in the language within. I turn heavy resistance into discipline.
Let it glow, let it sting, let the pressure do its work. Work, work, work.
Furnace mentality,
Melt that doubt. Burn weak patterns from the inside out.
every rep like a strike. Oh no, I come back harder than before. Furnace mentality,
Smoke and flame, I get refined. When the pressure came, no soft edge left.
when the sparks start fly, I don't ask why.
I intensify.
I've been down with the hope ran thin, where the mirror look cold and the light stay dim. Still I stack one day on top of one to the version they bury. Stop breathing within. Now the sub bass roll like a blast or slam in the whole room. Catch what I became. No handout, strength in the chest like mine. Had to mind that nerve through a brutal climb. Legs on fire and the grip half torn. Still I move like a second form. Every setback ever thrown became hot coals that my will stood on. Out of romanticize hard days, I weaponize them in cleaner ways. That's why my voice sound heat engraved like a warning sign carved into a blaze.
Some men want comfort, some men want power. The distance between those two is measured in heat.
Burn it off, burn it clean, burn until the weaker shade
Isn't soon.
Furnace mentality,
Melt that doubt. Burn weak patterns from the inside out.
every rep like a strike. Oh no, I come back harder than before. Furnace mentality,
Smoke and flame, I get refined. When the pressure came, no soft edge left.
when the sparks start fly, I don't ask why.
I intensify. I wasn't protected by fire. I was introduced by it.
Last set, best set.
Legend time.
Legend time. Anybody can talk when the tank stays full, when the body feels live and the reps feel cool, but the truth gets loud in the final round when the arms go dead and the floor turns ground. That's where I live. Last set law, that place where the weak all fade in, all that place where the lungs cut fire and grit, and you either become or you die in it. Last set legend, that's the state I want, not the early shine in the weak man front. I want that rep with the soul must lead, where the body says stop and the will says feed. Now the bass hits low like a blackout bell and the whole room feels I know this hell. I've been here before, I know that taste. That's the final gate to a higher place.
One more rep, one more fight, one more push through the burning light.
Last set legend,
Still won't break.
I don't stop when the whole frame shakes. Last set legend,
Still move strong.
I finish harder when the road runs long. Last set legend, still locked in. I don't let fatigue get a single win. Last set legend, built that way. I was born to finish what others delay. I remember the times I cut reps too short, back when comfort still had a little support, but I killed that drift and I changed that code. Now I stay with the burn till I own that load. That's discipline deep in a strong male frame. That's gym motivation without fake game. That's trap rap drive in a dark low room. That's a war made mind that don't fear doom. So when the body scream and the chest run hide in the vision, there with the one that spot, I get more exact and I count that breath. One more inch through the mouth of death, not death in life, death in quit. That slow death fade where men lose grip. I don't live there now. I attack that end. Last set legend to the very last second.
Last set, no drift, no half, just live.
Last set legend, still won't break. I don't stop when the whole frame shakes. Last set legend, still move strong. I
legend.